Hey guys, I've not talked to you in a long time, and so I'm sure you're wondering why you got a old support newsletter in your email inbox. And so first of all, I want to say no, I've not received any money from you on accident or anything like that, but just wanted to talk to you face to face just for a minute to let you know of a little bit of a change in leadership that I'm walking into. Sometimes when you hear of the change of someone's assignment in a leadership role, especially in a church, it leaves you with a lot of questions, especially because you may be from a distance hearing that. And so I just wanted to share that with you face to face so that you could hear that from me, because we are so thankful again and again, because 3.5 years ago, you were the reason that we got to move here when we did. Even this past weekend, sat at my kitchen table across from a family and told them about raising support and about how you guys sent us to Conway 3.5 years ago on your finances and your prayers. And so we are forever thankful for you and tell your story all the time. And so God is doing incredible things here at the Summit Church. Our elder team has really been looking over the last 6 months of how we are structured and how we are reproducing ourselves as a church in a multi-site model as the Summit Church, one church in multiple locations. And so they've really been looking through how our central service team works. Our central services are, one side is our communication department, the other side is our stewardship finance department that really serve all of our Summit locations. And so a few of you guys know Perry Gagliano. Shout out to Perry. He and his wife and family moved back the 1st of July to North Phoenix, Arizona, and took a position as executive pastor there, which left a gap in our staff structure in Little Rock. Perry was our equipping pastor / communications pastor and oversaw both of those things. And so when we hit that transitional moment, as our elders were already looking at our model as a multi-site church, they really believed that they wanted to hire a full-time communications pastor. And so rewind back to the very first of this year in January, I sat down with Kyle, my lead pastor, and really just had conversations of what my next leg of ministry looked like. What God was doing in me, how the ways He was wiring me, and how my passions were changing a little bit. And a few of you guys may know this, but just to kind of let you know of everything I'm doing here at the Summit Church in Conway. Yes, you sent me to be a worship pastor here when we planted. I've also overseen all of the communications and all of the technology and media that has went out from this church and everything that happens here on a weekly basis. And I've even overseen our facilities and maintenance here at this location as well. And so a month ago, when Perry's transition came up, the elders approached me and offered me the position of the central communications pastor. And so a few weeks ago, I accepted that position. And so even this upcoming Monday, I'm walking into that position to begin that. And so I just want you to know that as I approach this transition, it was a really hard one. I know a lot of you guys know me as someone who music is a primary thing in my life, and you're right about that. It is. But this was in a leadership role. This was me kind of turning a corner and God leading me to the next season of leadership. And so I plan on continuing in worship ministry and music as I serve as a volunteer here at the church on Sundays with the team. But in the best and highest use of me serving on our church staff, I believe, is in this communications role, just in how vital it is for the organization of the church and the future multiplication of the church. And so some practical things in that, me and Amanda and the kids, we're not moving. We're staying here in Conway, but we believe that God called us to this city 3.5 years ago, and we love it, and we're not moving in any way. This church, the Summit in Conway, will be our home church. This is where we will go to church on Sundays. By the nature of my position, we will rotate and see some of the other Summit locations every month or so. But this will be our church home. And so I really believe that I'm going to be operating in my strength in the way God has wired me to lead really well in this next season. And so hear this from me. This last 3.5 years of serving as a worship pastor have been some of the most fruitful years of ministry. Have been challenging from planning a church, but have been incredible what we've seen God do. And so thank you so much for your support in the beginning. And so as we hit this transitional moment here, I wanted you to hear that from me. So I love you guys. Maybe we'll see you somewhere this fall. Have a great day.